Well, we had a little bit of high school basketball get rolling on Monday, but really a lot of schools getting involved tonight. Zach, let's just kind of break down a little season preview here for the Fox 17 viewing area. You released your top 10 on social media this week. I like to keep mine a little more quiet. I'm not interested in upsetting people as much as you are, but clearly we have three teams here that seem to be in the discussion for number one.
I look at Forest Hills Northern. They're a senior-laden team, of course, led by Joe Souls. You have Ethan Erickson. You have Trinidad Chambliss leading up that backcourt. Now you add Gavin Fisher from Fruitport, a transfer who's 6'5", 6'6". Dan Gutierrez comes back as well in that front court. Their experience, Grand Rapids Christian, of course. How do you bet against Kobe Buffkin and Donovan Brown Boyd? But of course, Grand Rapids Catholic Central, they're my number one team simply because of Jack Karasinski. I think he's going to be an unbelievable player again this season. Of course, had an outstanding sophomore campaign last year.
Now, if there's a team that's close to that top three, maybe even deserves to be in the conversation, to me, it's Zeeland East. I mean, you talk about senior leadership. You got the Clairbout twins, who I love, both going to Ferris. You got Tripp Remersma on his way to Saginaw Valley. I mean, that's three really good seniors. That's a lot of length, a lot of size there. Let's talk about some non-OK conference teams to keep our eye on. To me, Kalamazoo Central always leads that charge, and I really like them. Obviously, Trayvon Gunter is off to Grand Valley. That's a huge loss, but I love Gerald Crawford. I think he's the real deal. You can't go far in that conversation without talking about Schoolcraft, who was undefeated at the time of the shutdown, and I love the Interstate 8. I mean, Coldwater and Penfield should battle it out again.
Yeah, but I also look at, Kalamazoo Central. When you look at their schedule, one of their losses last season came to Gold Lake, and Caleb Taylor is back at point guard. He's only 5'7", but he's one of the best scorers in West Michigan. They went 13-9, 6-2 in conference play. Hayden Garrison comes back as a junior. He's 6'6", a big man down low. Gold Lake could do some things. And I also look at a team like Grant. Speaking of the best scorers in West Michigan, Seth Skidema can flat out fill it up.
Love the Grant Tigers. Skidema's a real deal. What are you looking at tonight? I know you're going to see a couple of games. Unity Christian Hamilton, Zeeland West Muskegon. What are you looking for?
Zeeland West will be a lot of fun to watch. And we talked about the youth on the Muskegon team just to see how they come together.
I'm going to take in East Kent Granville, kind of see. OK Red to me is wide open this year. What are we going to get? I think there's a lot of unknowns there. So we'll be here, Fox 17 News at 10 and 11 with highlights and reaction. For now, we'll go back to the studio.